Wow. What's going on, y'all? CorporateLike Entertainment. This is episode 4. I'm your host, Phil Roberts.
I'm Paul.
I'm Manny.
So this topic is about the rise and fall of hip-hop magazines. The last, decade? That shit been like way dead.
Right.
But they still lingering around, like what, Fader, Complex. What's some other ones?
You got Vibe, Word Up. That's the
old school one.
Yeah, that's the old school one. Right.
Source. Got the Source.
Complex,
yeah. And there's another. What's that other one?
HipHop Weekly.
HipHop Weekly. That's the newest one from Benzino. Is David Mays on that too? Did he own that too, or
I'm sure.
Code owner or some shit? What other magazines is there?
I think
you got the other ones like Billboard.
Yeah, Billboard.
Rolling Stone.
Right.
Rolling Stone more like Universal.
They
That's like
cover all genres.
mainstream.
As far as hip hop, a little bit different, man.
Yeah, but we're gonna get into the 3 most important ones to us growing up. You know what I'm saying? Vibe, XSL Mag, and the Source. So we're gonna start with Vibe. Vibe was more of a cultural thing, in my opinion.
Right.
You know, it wasn't the same as the XSL Mag or the Source. I mean, what y'all think about that as far as the Vibe magazine?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. Vibe. I don't know. The Vibe magazine was like one of my best growing up. I could just remember, and I was a kid, but I actually can't remember reading that Tupac. No, the East Coast, West Coast.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Right. That was
yeah,
a
Snoop on it, right?
That was a huge. That was like a huge thing. That Vibe was the ones that headlined that out of all the magazines.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the East Coast,
yeah,
West Coast.
I do remember that. Yeah, that everybody else followed suit.
Right.
Yeah, so that's one of the ones as a kid I can really remember like vividly.
Right.
That really stands out. Besides like the Tupac interviews, because that was the last magazine that actually he interviewed.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, it was. That's a good point.
The thing I liked about Vibe is they kind of broaden their horizons a little more than the other hip hop magazines. Other hip hop magazines kind of stuck straight to hip hop.
Yeah.
They would have a little bit of different things mixed up here and there inside of the magazine. But I think the reason why most of these magazines kind of switched up is because of the internet, get more accessibility.
Yeah.
Like, basically, like, we used to look forward to going into the store
every
and
month.
seeing, every time an issue come out, you seeing who make that cover.
Yeah, facts.
And if it was an artist you like on that cover, you copy
that bitch. Mom, let me get this real quick.
Off top.
$5.99.
Or you standing there in CVS for 30 minutes reading the magazine.
Yeah, for real. My mom's doing whatever. Yeah, what you doing in here?
I've been a victim of that.
Yeah, facts.
A double XL. Why you see like The Rock on the cover?
Oh yeah.
Or like DMX or
Man.
like
shit was classic.
It was the days, man.
Yeah, like when I would Vibe, it's like
when I seen the one that I remember vividly, like, is the Power 30. You don't remember the Power 30? Where they had the
who's on the
record labels. They had
yeah.
like the top record labels.
Yeah.
Like Power 30.
That was
Rock was like 2 or 3 or something like that, right?
I got kicked out of like I got kicked out of Rite Aid, CVS countless of times just reading that. Cause I couldn't I don't know. For as far as the money aspect of it.
Right, with youngins though, you know what I'm saying? We're like $9.99 for that magazine.
Right, we
Stick as fuck.
Spend a couple dollars on some snacks.
Yeah, can't Fago pop, Buzz round, shit.
Fago peach.
Crack.
That
shit wild. But with the Vibe though, like I felt like it had more, again, the cultural thing and more neo soul than the other magazines, even though those cater to rap. But Vibe's still around, you know, and the rating system, I didn't really agree with their rating system. Remember they had the CDs and shit.
Yeah.
So I think they went against what other magazines believed in. So we'll say like the reason Dog got 5 mics. They gonna say, well, they got 3 CDs.
I agree with you. I think
You know
out of all of the magazines, they had the most inaccurate rating system. Like, you would see some of their ratings and be like, man, y'all tripping.
You're like, what? Let me go back and listen to this shit. Like,
it was more of a publicity.
It was whoever was hot.
Yeah,
the bigger story.
Hot at that time, man.
They music editors wasn't that good, man.
Not at all. They still up and running, but also with like, we can go on to the next one. My personal favorite was the XXL magazine. That was like, they had everything. The eye candy, you know what I'm saying? The interviews.
Shout out to
the eye candy back. Middle of the page, open that bitch, you can see, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody just skip
got
to that part.
It got to the point where I'm kind of like going to that first.
This is for that shit, yeah, I feel it.
Skipping to my favorite artist little article, and it had my favorite one is like when they had the bad lines.
Oh yeah. In the bottom of the left hand, It's on the left hand side of the page.
What they used to call it? I forgot what they used to call it. But
What was it? Is it what missing? It was right by that section.
I don't
know.
know.
Like a rapper missing, like you have put out a hit in a while.
The weak bars.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I can't remember what it was
crazy, man.
That shit was dope.
But they had the one thing XXL is notorious for is like they what is it, the freshman?
Oh yeah, the freshman class, yeah.
That's still relevant to this day, even though the magazine, probably ain't as big, but that right there, everybody still look for it. Even though the last few years been horrible, like
I can't tell you the last few years.
Man, exactly, it's that horrible, man. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's that again.
And they spin their freestyles and it's like, man, get this. I don't want to hear this.
During the peak of the XXL mag, it was Elliot Wilson as an editor-in-chief and shit. So it was really, he brought down everybody, like Rockefeller, G-Unit, whoever was hot, they got on the magazine. And they started that freshman shit, which I forgot all about that shit. I'm glad you brought that up. And they like their rating system was credible.
I agree.
It was credible. Like they compared to Vibe, like that Vibe, I'm going off that 3 CD shit. They had the XXL, XL.
I agree with you that theirs was the most credible, because Vibes was terrible, and then compared to Source kind of used a couple feelings was involved.
Yeah, facts.
Little beats and stuff. We'll get into that, but I think they had the most credible, and they paid attention to up and coming artists a lot more, and they kind of shed some light on people that end up blowing up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So that was real important, man.
I think that was one. I think what went downhill for that magazine was when Elliot Wilson left. After that shit went downhill. Yeah. It wasn't the same.
He was very descriptive.
Very.
And like he's one of the best interviewers like out of any like editor or like writer.
Yeah.
To me, in my personal opinion.
I'm not big on his interviews. He do ask some good questions, but
it's like it seems organic though.
Yeah, it seemed more like people engage in a conversation more with him. But as far as interviews, I'm more of like a guy that's gonna ask that question that nobody else gonna ask.
Charlemagne type dude.
Kinda, yeah. Charlemagne is actually a great interviewer to be honest with you. Even though on the Breakfast Club he be trolling.
Yeah.
Like when he doing real interviews, that dude actually great at it.
I think so too.
But it's I don't know, it's quite. But that dude Elliot Wilson, you right, when he did leave XXL,
went downhill. Anybody was checking for the magazines. The only thing we were checking for again, the freshmen. They put that shit out once a year. Now they made it a big ass platform. Niggas doing freestyles, sitting for once a day to, you know what I'm saying, performing and shit. Like now that shit like wait.
It was all timing too. Like Pimp C said, it ain't dead. It just moved to the website.
Yeah,
that's what everybody did.
Yeah. And now Elliot Wilson got that rap radar with beat out and shit, so they interview
that's working.
Title, yeah, that's working.
Cause they get exclusive interviews that a lot of people not
getting interviews to the point where like a rapper, a cop a whipping.
Yeah.
Right.
And we like, man, I'm
hop in there and rap.
We're gonna do this interview with everybody.
Just the fact, like he came out of nowhere with a Jay-Z interview.
Random as fuck.
In-depth Jay-Z interview, not just no bullshit interview. It was like 2 hours, almost 2 hours long.
There's 2 parts to that shit.
Right.
I'm happy as fuck. You know, I'm like, you know, this nigga gonna interview often, so let me sit back and relax and see what the fuck you talking about.
He gives people a chance to tell their side of stuff instead of shaping it like media. That's what I like about him.
Yeah.
Media gonna shape it. They're gonna ask the questions to make it seem like, all right, this person is this way, but he gives them a chance to explain their side. That's one thing I do like about him as an interview.
I know. I don't care too much what calls B-Dot though. He just seemed corny as fuck.
B-Dot is
like a dick rider kind of. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that.
Like he don't really know. He'll do enough research to know what he's talking about, but I don't think he know in depth. You know what I'm saying? Or like know. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying though?
Alright, so yeah, we've been on the topic of like magazines and things like that. Got, you know, down to like the XXL. I also would like to talk about the source. Far as the source, and what I think like really brought my attention to it is the quotable section, because like when you listening to these albums and everything, and you just hearing these verses, and it's like the verses is just so dope. And then you go into this magazine and you see this section for the first time, you like, damn, like, man, my favorite E shit, like, it was just that debate thing.
Yeah.
Like, we literally be sitting there arguing
Spark that cover
for a very long time on who should have got
the quote,
quote of the year or the month or who shouldn't have. So
there's a few that shouldn't have got that shit.
Man,
there's a few, but
that quotable section was important. Though.
Yeah.
And if it was something you didn't hear, and you read the quotable, it make you go back and find that song and listen to.
What is this shit?
And then you're like, it looked better on paper than it did. It sounded like they ain't delivered the right way.
Yeah, one of my favorites is my favorite is the Beanie Siegel, Nothing Like It.
Back there.
He got a lot of quotes.
Facts,
When I seen that one on there, I spazzed out.
That shit was
man, like,
production crazy. Yeah, that was a photo.
The Source's era was incredible, I believe.
Absolutely.
They had a nice run, man. They had some epic covers.
Man,
epic covers when it comes to the magazine covers.
Epic interviews, like the rating system, I think was damn near perfect. Like it showcased. I thought it was damn near
a while.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like after 2005, that shit went downhill. No. Before 2005, it was. Cause that's when Benzino and David Mays was there. But all that controversy and that feuding with Eminem and Ja Rule and them, I mean. Oh, I mean, you know, that whole
I personally think it was a bad idea to have a rapper that's still rapping as, you know, over that.
No, because you can put bias to the side. You can put it to the side, it's fine. But you know what I'm saying?
He couldn't put
bias. He gave that main man a 4-mic album. That shit was 2 mics, my nigga. Like,
I don't even know if it was 2, bro.
I ain't never even listened to it.
That shit was 2 mics.
Then he gave Eminem.
He gave that shit 4 mics, and originally they wanted to give it 4.5 or 5 mics, but since they was beefing, he gave it 4.
Yeah,
corny shit. You can't.
That's petty, man.
Yeah.
Petty.
I mean, I don't think Eminem Show's a classic, but for you to have that discussion and to actually do that shit, that's corny.
At the same token, didn't him and 50 have a little something, or was that just?
Yeah, it was 50, the whole Shady Camp.
But the thing is, 50 at that point was the biggest artist hands down. So he's still making covers of the Source and stuff like that.
Shit, wow.
That's kind of corny, like.
Yeah, politics, man. Some people can't. You gotta call a spade, man. If the CD good, the CD good, whether like a nigga or not.
Right. It's that simple. Whack as fuck anyway.
Absolutely whack. I ain't gonna lie to that one song back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what that shit called. But that shit was like hard. But
ever like one Benzino song.
And they had the Unsigned Hype. Like Biggie was in the Unsigned Hype one time.
Right.
And I wanna say Method Man was too. A lot of, and Ja Rule, the Damage, all types of people was on the Unsigned Hype. But look at them now. That like they knew talent.
Shit, I'm tripping saying AZ, but Royce was in the Unsigned Hype.
Yeah, he was.
They got some legends. They put the spotlight on some legends before they blew up.
And they had the Source Awards with the whole.
Right, they had their own award show.
Yeah, most magazines ain't have. You know what I'm saying? Like for
no, the Source Awards was the award show for us. You know what I'm saying? For people that's into hip hop. So
it meant more than the Grammy. Like,
yeah, because we wasn't getting no Grammys. The Source Awards
wasn't getting no Grammys.
You had some of the biggest moments in hip hop at the Source Awards.
It wasn't even televised in the categories. Back
the East Coast versus West Coast.
Out of that shit for Hard Knock Life Volume 2, Hard Knock Life shit.
The Suge Knight thing.
That too.
Y'all ain't got no love for Snoop Dogg on that Source Awards. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It dates back up to 50 too. Like Young Buck had the situation.
Yeah. Right. I forgot. He got his chain snatched or some shit.
Stabbed somebody.
Yeah. I forgot about that shit.
Source Awards.
They even still do that shit?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying.
That was part of the downfall of it.
That's what I'm saying. The downfall of these magazines, the same people who's not in position no more, and they switched everything up and fucked shit up.
They had that lyric. My favorite was the lyricist of the year.
Yeah.
Like the award and stuff.
The award was hard. Yeah, actually,
that meant so much to the culture. Like, you to get that.
Right. Because it was based off your work and not just your popularity, I believe. And they hit it accurately.
Yeah, I agree too. Yeah, because each one had their own little award, yearly awards and shit like that.
And they showed love to different regions, even though they was based, New York based, but they showed love to different regions, which wasn't happening a lot back in.
And independent artists too. Definitely. You don't see often at all. You ain't paying nobody no money, they ain't on that shit. You know what I mean? But I think, again, back to like, I want to reflect on that Benzino and David Mays. They kind of fucked that whole situation up.
Definitely.
Because it was the point in time that David Mays was dating Lil' Kim. And that's when Lil' Kim was about to go to jail for that year. Yeah. I don't know what she did, but she got 5 mics. The album was hard. I don't think it's a 5 mic album. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. It was too much fillers.
It wasn't 5 mics, but it was dope.
It was dope, but classic. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was just off the hype of it, the female thing.
Yeah, plus I believe Dave Mays and them dating and shit, and then the brother's supposed to get 5 mics.
Classic.
4.5. The Minstrel Show.
Classic.
And they gave it 4 mics. Like, man, that shit is no 4 mics. Yeah, facts. What's the Druzy?
Drake Daddy.
No, but that Minstrel Show is fucking. It's way more than 4 mics. It's 4.5, 5. Then I think it's a classic.
I was just listening to that the day before yesterday. The whole album, that shit is
amazing. So I think ultimately though, when they all went away, like the L.A. Wilson, David Mays, Benzino, that shit deteriorated. On top of the internet.
The internet
killed every magazine. Only thing I can think of right now is what? No one's copping Fader. No one's copping Complex. Hip Hop Weekly.
When the last time you typed in
or even looked at a magazine?
Right, you on the internet. Nobody's
when championships.
Well, yeah, I feel it though. Like I don't even look at that shit no more, man. Like that shit.
I told you I almost copped that issue.
I would have copped this for off that though, but
you got websites that's giving you that info. Right, crazy. You can't you don't have to wait for a magazine to come out this week or this month. You getting that info right there.
It's crazy because you really can't go in the store and find a magazine.
No, you can't.
E-books and shit.
I remember in the stores, magazine sections would take up like almost a whole aisle.
Hell yeah.
Not no more.
Or some on the other side of shit. Right.
Especially like a hip hop magazine. Like I went to cop that Meek cover. Like that's the last one that I was about to get.
Yeah.
Went to like 3 stores, I couldn't even find it.
Right. That shit wow.
I'm like, man, that's crazy.
It's just everything is fast food now.
Yeah, that internet
that ties into
everything, man.
And another thing too is I believe that killed it. And shout out to Soulja Boy.
Hey,
the YouTube.
YouTube.
No,
that shit wow, man.
YouTube helped kill magazines for real.
Yeah, it did.
Because you got artists like Soulja Boy, and I'm just bullshitting about him. I don't care about Soulja Boy, but YouTube was another way that people could get info. That's another way that people was getting info right then and there. On your whatever artist you like, he posts up a video. You don't even gotta go through no magazine. He right there telling you
what's going on.
Right. So
Niggas don't read no more.
Exactly. People lazy.
They want to read on the internet, and that shit is watered down. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing
people
lazy no more.
People are lazy.
Dudes forget.
Right.
Shout out to Phil.
Niggas forget, man. Facts.
I think
niggas forget.
And this is a small factor, but it's still a factor in my opinion. It was an era where video vixens was super important in hip hop.
Facts.
To the point where every one of those magazines we mentioned will have a section of just video vixens.
2-3 pages of.
To the point where they would have spin-off. They had spin-off magazines that was nothing but them chicks,
like the King joint.
Right. So that kind of tied into people picking up the XXL or the Source or whatever magazine and just skipping to that page where they got the chicks on there.
Yeah.
So
wasn't there a poster too?
Yeah, they would have posters in them too. So that kind of helped. Cause people like, man, forget the hip hop part. We can listen to that whenever. What's she wearing today? How much she not wearing today? You know what I'm saying? I think that kind of tied into it a little bit.
It did, cause there was a big,
most definitely.
Like every video that was in the magazine was in a video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like King, and they get more like magazine space than a rap album. That was kind of absurd to me, man. You got Melissa Ford with full page spreads.
Facts.
And then somebody dropping a classic album, you don't hear nothing about it. Like
she could go. Shout out to Melissa Ford.
Facts. You want an interview, baby? That shit wild, man.
She the OG.
Tell her to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, honey. That shit. Oh shit.
Work you can.
Alright, so like what I wanted to touch base on, like far as like the last thing, was like the transition. Like from this to like the podcast.
Yeah, the magazine and shit tomorrow. Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's accessible. It's easy to get in a magazine. It's on your radio, you know, in the car, on your phone. It's just accessible now, and I guess it's easier compared to like the magazine. You gotta publish it, edit it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just faster, and I ain't gonna say it's fast food, but it'd be some good interviews like the Breakfast Club.
Right.
I don't watch all of them. Angie Martinez shit. Like it'd be good interviews, but I don't watch every single one. Unless,
I honestly like the top one is I watch is the Joe Budden one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a good podcast.
I don't really like Everyday Struggle. I only watch it because Joe
Budden's nobody watch that shit no more.
Academics is
a cornball. Fuck you too, Academics. That nigga corny as fuck. I do not like that nigga. Nigga's lame.
Shots fired.
So you want to fight him, man?
Yeah, I do. hey, I'm on his IG. Nigga, you a cornball. You ruining the culture, nigga. Fuck you. Like, go to a couple of them bitches. I'm on that bitch, dogging them. But the transit, like from the magazine to that podcast, radio shit, like it's what it is now.
I really only be watching that shit with like when this like artists that I really like.
Yeah.
Like if they got the interviews on the Angie Martinez.
If you make our Angie Martinez, you gotta be kind of hot already. Yeah. I think it ties into what we were saying earlier, laziness for one. But on the positive side though, it gives you a chance to not only just read the words or whatever from an interview, but you actually seeing this person and you actually hearing it straight from their mouth.
Yeah, good point.
So, you know, it puts like a picture and an audio to what you would normally just read.
Cause wasn't there a situation where Drake did an interview and they mixed his words around? That's why
exactly. So that's why people don't like to do magazine interviews because they can twist your words and print it out however they want.
The Game had an incident like that.
Yeah, at that point it's already on paper.
Game though.
I didn't go nuts, so he don't remember shit anyway. So
maybe Sour Patch, man.
Yeah.
Nice, cool one time.
I want to have a discussion about Game too, and it's a theory that I have, and it sounds wild, but I think it's really true. We'll get to that on the later episode.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about this off camera. Yeah, right. Talk that shit off camera. But shit, the current news right now, man, that J.COLE dropped yesterday. What's your thoughts on that J.COLE?
Fuego.
That's your hard.
That shit is fire.
Hey, that's your hard.
He got some claims in there of being the greatest, right? He didn't say the greatest of all time. Let's get that out there.
No, he got
the greatest, right?
He got the top right now.
He is.
What y'all think about that?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. He remind me of Hope right now.
Get mad too.
Yeah, he remind me of Hope. Facts.
He is up there.
Yeah.
The thing people gonna say though, but you already know the haters. They gonna come in and be like, "Oh, he ain't as lyrical as such and such." You got it's a total package.
Yeah,
it's a total package with all of that.
It ain't no discussion about that.
In my opinion, he had the best album of last year with 0 promo. Just drop the album and it just
then just drop the album of the year freestyle.
That shit was hard.
Like, he said, "Fuck it, let the
that shit was. What do you say?
He batting 1,000 right now."
He said AC/DC adapters plugged. That shit was hard.
The thing is,
that shit was hard.
He a total package. Everybody know he can do lyrically and rap wise, but he also produces too. Like come on, man, like
his own music. You don't get that often either.
You don't. A couple other situations been going on late, like the Chris Brown situation. I think that's nuts, man.
I've just been like touching base on that, and it's just another typical situation.
Just somebody trying to get some money,
trying to get that check.
But the thing is,
it's tax time too. So.
Right. He gonna play them kids.
The thing is,
she trying to cut that. She trying to get that check.
The thing is, what it ties into is like, what if her claims made a tiny bit of sense and they didn't drop the charges? Now this man has that on his over his head for the rest of his life.
No, his money and lawyer team is very, very, very great.
Yeah, but still,
that's true.
But still,
come on.
But still,
I'm not saying. Wait a minute. I'm not saying that to say that he's trying to get off.
Right.
But I'm saying he got the great lawyer team to, talk to the authorities and just get the description down pat.
I got two things to say to that.
They know everything.
Yeah, I got two things to say to that. One, timing is bad for a situation like that to pop up, because now look at like the R. Kelly thing, how that popped up and it blew up. That's horrible timing for a guy like him. For two, he already had past issues, whatever. Like just not too long ago, he had a chick in his house that claimed that he was kidnapping her and shit like that. So for him, that's a bad look. Like you keep getting in all these, incidents, and it's clearly is the same type of women. They just trying to get some bread out of the situation.
I get that.
So he got to move a little bit smarter when it comes to like.
I get that too. But at the same time, he Chris Brown though.
Yeah, but
that man's music and how he make his music and his content in his music, gonna have women all over the place.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And at the same time, he's still a young guy.
Yeah, but he got to move a little bit smarter.
He got to.
Or either that or people in this corner
definitely gonna learn.
People in this corner he got the right people in this corner.
He's gonna learn the hard way.
That his mom, one of his managers or some shit?
I think it used to be or something like that. But the thing is, when you keep seeing recurring incidents like that, that tell you that whoever in your corner, your team, they ain't looking out for you.
It ain't even your team. It's your team that has something to do with it, but you as the man have to come to terms with yourself.
No, that's
see where you fucking up at.
But in them instances like that, when you got a mega star like that dude, a chick gotta go through about 3, 4, 5 people before she can even step in the room and say hi to you. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? They letting it get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
I think these females paying attention because he just signed a deal with RCA.
Right.
He own his master.
He own his master.
People think that he owns his master for everything.
So they think
to that RCA. People don't realize.
Like he literally signed a deal a couple weeks later than this bullshit happened out of nowhere. Like they see that check, they see dollar signs when they see him. How can I get my meal ticket? How can I get my funky off? How can I be the next Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, but you can't. Like y'all said, man, you gotta quit putting yourself in them situations.
Right? At
the end of the day, he Chris Breezy, so like.
Yeah.
And fuck R. Kelly too, by the way.
I don't know how niggas mad.
I used to love I Believe I Can Fly.
It was a classic, but I never cared for R. Kelly like that anyway. Then just seeing that shit,
listen, music. If we taking just music, like he's legendary music.
Oh, definitely. writer, producer.
I don't even want to get that.
We're not.
I don't even want to talk about that. Dude.
But the music, I don't give a fuck about the music. This person as a man,
It ain't shit.
he ain't,
disgusting.
And he gives. If people go back and think about it, he gives us indicators of how.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what killed me though? These feels like, okay,
He wrote AJ number to number.
exactly. See, but that thing is this.
The sick part is he telling you.
AJ, he don't give a fuck about your
One of his
age.
biggest singles is Seems Like You Ready. That was about like you been underage with you gonna get this D tonight. Like what?
Y'all
Like,
know, 14, like that shit nasty. But another thing though,
man.
like these females, like say you 16, you see R. Kelly walking, you don't want to try to fuck regardless. He knows that.
Right.
He took advantage of that. And I know somebody in his team think this nigga wasn't quite there or off. Like for example, one of our close friends, you know, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, oh, okay, well, I'll put it past you. You know what I'm saying? Like, say someone in his team
They know.
knew something, but didn't say shit. Because having girls in his house locked up, that shit, wow. No one's gonna say nothing or like.
When them checks, when that
Right.
money have people selling their souls, man.
That shit, wow,
Selling
man.
their integrity, their character, like a check. Like when your family hungry,
Right.
motherfucker come at you with a $100,000 check and you from the hood.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But a lot of people gonna take that.
But see, my thing
Like,
is these females can't come out now.
I'm not condoning that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come out now.
And my thing
like,
is with the women too. Like, how you gonna come out after this? Like after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, maybe a
decade. Oh,
right?
Yeah, like, come on. No one trying to hear that shit now. He's, again, that nigga nasty.
This shit like old leftovers for real.
Facts.
This shit ain't been doing nothing but being reheated. We been heard about this guy.
Shit.
Like,
Yeah.
Them checks probably stopped. Them hush money checks probably stopped.
Yeah, you gonna have money regardless. But man,
man, he gonna forever have money.
Yeah, he gonna have money, but he probably feel like I ain't about to keep paying them.
Yeah.
They ain't got a case on them yet, so
they gonna find one. They got to. They don't have a choice.
They don't got nothing. They don't got
nothing. That's why it was rumors that he gonna flee. If he go to another country and it's a rap, ain't nothing they gonna be able to do.
That shit, wow. That's our episode for now. Next week we'll come back with something new. Appreciate y'all watching.
Smash the like button.
Smash the Manny.
Right.
Smash the like button. Like support us.
Share it. Tell your mama. Tell your grandmama.
Tell your side chick, your side nigga, whatever the fuck you gotta do, man. Like this is the new shit. So fuck with us. Fuck that other shit, man. Everyday story, that shit whack. Y'all watch that bullshit. I need to watch this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, what we not gonna do, we not gonna discredit other things.
Man, fuck that nigga, man.
Fuck that nigga.
But what we gonna do is be on this positive shit.
I like that.
We gonna step up on our shit and level up.
Right.
And we gonna keep our integrity when we doing this shit.
Right.
We not gonna lose no integrity. We not gonna be
this shit organic.
doing all this extra shit. This shit real raw and uncut.
Give us feedback.
Smash the subscribe button too. We not gonna do.
Say that shit. Fuck everyday struggle. Let's be positive, baby.
Peace, love, and positivity.